Hello, hello, welcome back. And today we're talking about how to find good men and good women. And do you find them at the same place? So, this will be a really fun one. And if you're new here, my name is Amanda, and here we talk everything about femininity and becoming the best version of ourselves, becoming our own dream girls so we can live our own dream life. Because why not? That's why God made us, right? Why would He make us and not want us to fulfill our potential, right? Like, that wouldn't make sense. So, I think this is a really fun topic because a lot of people struggle with this and they're like, where do you find somebody good? And I would like to tell you that there are so many good people out there. It is like probably mind blowing if you haven't realized it, but it is so fun. So, where you find good people is you find them at good places. That's the first thing. So, whatever belief system you are a part of, you will find them in the conservative, traditional places of that belief system. So, like, I know we see a lot of churches and stuff, and they're the more modern kinds, and they pretty much look like a theater. Like, I'm not sure you might find the best people there. But if you go somewhere like super traditional and conservative, I guess rooted in tradition, and not that tradition is a bad thing. I know a lot of times we think tradition is bad, like it's just something we do without thinking, but there's a lot of good things about tradition too. Sticking to the old beliefs that actually worked instead of all these new things that are coming out now that we see are completely messing up society, right? So you'll find them, like, if you're into religion, you'll find them at the church or the mosque or, all of those kinds of places. And you'll also find them anywhere. And I'm serious, absolutely anywhere. God can make you go halfway around the world, and at that exact same moment, He'll put somebody else there and you can meet them. It just depends if you're on the same, frequency, the same wavelength, and it will happen. So it was really funny because I was talking to somebody the other day, and it was this older woman. I think she was in her 50s. And she was saying, you know what, have you started dating yet? And be so careful. There's so many like bad people out there. And she was like, I got asked out a couple times in the past month by two guys that I had kind of known over the last year. And they became totally like inappropriate after the first few text messages and were doing really, really inappropriate things. And she was like, I have no idea what's going on out there now, and I'm kind of scared for my grandkids because what are they around? She was like, yeah, I'm no prude by any means. And I was wild when I was younger, but I still knew what being good meant. I just decided not to, kind of a thing. And I was like, yeah, that is true. I mean, everything we see now is kind of very wild. And if you are sticking to your belief systems or tradition or culture, you're kind of seen as the odd one out, right? But I just thought it was so funny because she was saying that there's no good people out there and all of this. And I thought that was so funny, which I felt bad for her. And I could empathize with her. But I just thought it was so interesting because I feel like I know the best people in the world, especially men. All the men I'm surrounded around are so, so good. They are like my father, my brother, my family members, the dads of my friends are like my best friends. And they've always like kept an eye out for me. And I don't know, just everybody, my doctor, my chiropractor, like any guy I can think of is a super good, upstanding provider, masculine guy. And I just think it's so funny when people don't have that, which I feel bad for them, but I think it's a reflection of you as the person. Because we attract our like. So even going to the grocery store or just a regular store or to a party or to a meeting, like anywhere, I will find these like super like gems of people. Even like online, or I have made a couple friends, they're kind of older and they give me really good things to think about, and we have really amazing, intelligent conversations. And that's another thing. I feel like men who are 40 or 50 plus are like so mature. I have to see if there's people younger than that who are that way as well. I'm sure there are. But yeah, I think that's also funny. But yeah, it's like who you meet is a reflection of you. So think about it. Who are you attracting? Because like attracts like. And like I'm on the frequency where I won't accept bad behavior or like somebody who's crazy or not of my belief systems or my values. And so I don't meet those kinds of people. And I think that's something we can all kind of think about, because I know not all of us have that same experience. And I know a lot of us kind of had really bad experiences with the opposite party. And that is really sad, but that's definitely something we can heal from and move forward in life. Because, yeah, you get to have everything in this life. The love, the money, the lifestyle, the happiness, the health. We get to have it all. Like nowhere does it say you don't get to have it all. Like you get to make your own rules. You don't have to follow someone else's stupid rules. I think it's so funny. Jordan Peterson told his kids that don't follow stupid rules. And I love that. I just think that's so funny. But anyways, I hope this helped you guys. Definitely keep your eyes open for good people. See the good in people also. So if you're trying to start seeing the good in men, but you're not really around like great ones, start noticing the good qualities about them instead of being so stuck on the negative, and vice versa. And because if we're always stuck on the negative things about people, or that we hate men, or if like a guy says he hates women, like obviously you're still enthralled with the opposite party because you're talking about them and thinking about them so much. So that doesn't make sense to me. It's funny. But I forget where I was going with that. Let me think. Yes, because no one will go where they're hated, right? They will go where they're loved and cherished and appreciated. And if we're hating the other party just because we've seen so many bad men, or a man seeing so many like bad kind of women and had negative experiences, then you're gonna be repelling all the good ones, because they're just gonna feel that feeling from you that, okay, well, you hate me and my whole gender. So they're not even gonna wanna be with you. So start noticing the good in other people. Definitely keep your eyes open to the bad, of course, but start noticing even like all the great things the masculine provides, and like even the masculine of God, like where I'm standing, like that's a masculine container, like this house, everything about this is masculine. It's the form, it's the structure. So we can just start appreciating the small things like that and opening our heart. And an open heart is where the magic happens. So I hope that helps you guys. Definitely leave me a comment what you thought about this, and subscribe and like the video, and I'll see you in the next one. Bye.